most people think that PulseChain, PulseX, and Hex are dead, you know, because of the low price and the bad headlines and endless forward, and people think, oh, at this point it's over. It's not going to move again. This is the end of it. Sell, get out, you know. But if you are long enough in crypto, maybe you have stayed long enough. I am here when Luna crashed. I am here when the Ford was high on Solana. Solana was $8. I am here when CZ went to prison. When they arrested CZ, the Ford was high. Binance will collapse. Everything. Binance went to $150. All right. Today, Binance is sitting at almost $1,000. So I have seen Ford. I know what Ford is all about. I know when Ford is at the highest level, when the pain is max, in the max, like the pain is much, the people feel like this is the end of it. That is when the exactly moment when the bottom is always in. That is when the biggest opportunity always alive. But people always miss that opportunity. That's why a lot of people always eager to buy the hype. They buy the highest. When most people buy crypto when the price is high, when the narrative is loud. That is when people always get into the crypto. But the smart money like us, we buy when the fear is high, when the blood is in the street, when people lose interest, when people thought is all over. That is when we buy. That is why if you are interested in PulseChain, PulseX, and Hex, this video is compulsory for you. Don't miss any of my video because I give you facts and figures so that you do with what you want to do with it. I give you this information for free. Most people will create a YouTube channel, a Telegram channel, and started collecting money for you to give you this information. But I post this information on daily basis for free, basically for free. All right. So people think at this point that low price, bad headlines, endless fraud is over, but they miss the point. This is exactly when the moment where the bottom is being created and the biggest opportunity in crypto is now. So today I would like to explain why buying PulseChain and PulseX HEX, everything on Richard Heart ecosystem actually make more sense than buying during the hype. You know, if you bought previously when the hype was high, oh, Richard Heart is greatest man in crypto, you would have been at a loss today. But if you are buying now when everybody is calling Richard Heart is a scam, believe me, you are going to be rewarded. I can tell you for that for free. All right. So in this video, I'm going to explain why buying PulseChain and PulseX might be the wisest thing that you can do now. All right. I know that if you look at a lot of PulseChain so-called content creators, everybody is hiding. Some have changed their name. Some don't want to talk about it. But I know where the opportunity lies. I know we are going to make it at the end of the day. It doesn't matter. We are not pumping now. But if you zoom out, look at 6 months, 4 months, 5 months from now, you will see where we are going to be. All right. And that is important thing to understand, that because market is moving in opposite direction of emotion. Like people are now at the when everyone feel like they are smart. All right. When everyone feel like, oh, I am the best man in crypto. This is it. That is when you know that, you know, we are not going to pump. So you know, if you remember when doing the launch of PulseChain, everybody was, oh, 1000S, 2000S, I am the best. That is when I know that we are not going to pump. But when you see everyone feel stupid, feel upset, and everybody become angry, the emotion, like the market have already moved toward people's emotion. All right. That is when you will know that the upside have begun. You know, right now everybody feel like they have been scammed by Richard Heart. Everybody feel like they have been stupid for the past 4 years, which is not far from truth. You know, if you zoom out and look at it very well. So, but when everybody start feeling like that, that's when you know that this is the setup. This is it. You have to get in. All right, because right now, every single person in Richard Heart ecosystem is now feeling stupid. They are now feeling like, oh, they are now angry. People are now falling their bag. Endless fraud, bad headline. Richard Hart blocking people. Still, everybody is pissed off. That is when you want to start buying. You don't want to start buying when I will start making music, singing about PulseChain, dancing. That is when I will be in profit. So understand this, that the market is now emotional, not logical. Like the market is being emotional. It have trade against people. So you don't want to be. I'm telling you this. This is my 6 years in crypto. What I know now, if I know it 6 years ago, I would have worth more than $3 million or $10 million today. So what I know now is something that most people will not tell you this for free. But here I am trying to help others. But because I don't want what happened to me to happen to any other person. So right now, when everybody feels smart and everybody feel like I am the best man in crypto, you have to know that this crypto cannot go anywhere. Go and look at it. When Sui was up, everybody was shouting, "Oh, Sui, the next thing, get in Sui." If you have Sui, that is the best time to sell. But when everybody is attacking each other, that is the best time to buy. So right now, that is what we are facing on PulseChain and PulseX and HEX. Everything is in the green candle. Bitcoin is pumping, Ethereum is pumping, but PulseChain and PulseX is not pumping because people are very emotionally down, angry, and exhausted. So that is when you have to be accumulating this thing at a low. If you haven't bought PulseChain and PulseX, this is the best opportunity that life have given you to buy. I'm telling you. All right? And number two, listen, again, the previous sacrifice have ended, which I made my previous video, I talk about it. Now, let's face the fact. Let's start facing the fact now. The previous sacrifice contributed to this major down. When Richard Hart announced that he's going to launch Proofers, that caused people to sell their token in order to sacrifice. And if you zoom out very well, you see that almost $5 million come out of PulseChain ecosystem, and that money have not come back. That is why we are down. People sold at a low to sacrifice. People don't have any more money. Our global economy is messed up. So the liquidity will rotate, but it will take some time. So people are waiting for the paycheck to come, January paycheck to come and buy. All right? So a lot of things are happening. So now that the previous sacrifice have ended, which is a good thing for PulseChain, because now we are going to be recovering, because in crypto, history have it that anytime they are launching a new thing, the old thing doesn't even make any move because people want a new shiny things. So they want Richard Hart to launch Proofers so that it will peg and people will start trading, ratio trading and all of that. So that is it. So there's a lot of things that you need to zoom out on PulseChain for you to understand PulseChain. I wish I'm just coming in crypto and I meet somebody who is like me, who is teaching me this. I wish, because I wouldn't have lost any money. All right. And the reason why people lose money in crypto is because you get into crypto, you meet the long people. Look at me, I'm having 1,000 or 1,000 subscribers, but I'm telling the truth. I'm giving you educational videos. But you see a random dude, like Bitcoin, BitBoy, you see all these high influencers, they are getting paid and they are showing you a crypto that can never change your life. But here, I'm telling you, I'm teaching you experience. I'm telling you something that I am sure, 100% guarantee. I'm not a financial advice. But I'm telling you something that I know that it will happen. All right? Because I have had the experience. Now, another thing is you have to understand that market behavior. All right? Market behavior, doing the sacrifice of provers, where people who are waiting for the price, people are waiting for the price to come down. A lot of things was happening during the sacrifice, which contributed to the major dump of PulseChain and PulseX and HEX. And if you look at HEX look like it's dead, but HEX is the most variable token on PulseChain right now that people are not even seeing. All right. So now, after the sacrifice have ended, what you are going to see is that the sellers have already dried up. They don't have much thing to sell because they have sold to sacrifice They are basically selling at a 90% loss. So basically, there's no more sell pleasure is going to come to PulseChain. I'm not saying that it's not going to dump when Bitcoin dump or Ethereum dump. We might dump. We're not immune to dumping, of course. But sell pleasure is a no-no for us again. All right. So buyers are coming. They are going to be selective. They are going to be doing leisure trading. So even if the leisure trading is not working, is working against HEX now, but I'm going to tell you, if you are smart enough, you should know that HEX is the best token to buy right now. I will explain that later in my next video. All right. So HEX is the best token to buy. All right. And again, people are still mistaking these. I wonder if they still think, oh, PulseChain is dead. Oh, I want you to understand that Richard Hart still have over roughly $600 and something million in Ethereum. And again, now $16.5 million on PulseX. So all this money is not going to be wiped away. Just say like Richard Hart will take all this money. It's not going to happen. Now let's do this. Let's just do this. Even if Richard Hart say, okay, I'm going to take $400 million. Oh no, let me take $500 million because I am a scammer. All right. But before, let me just put $100 million to them. If Richard Hart put $100 million in this ecosystem, $100 million, let me say $100 million if you put $100 million on PulseChain, let's say PulseChain, let's go with PulseChain. All right. PulseChain will go to almost 1,800x. Look at it here. Just $100 million. Just $100 million. 100. I'm not saying 600. I'm saying let him take $550 million and put just $100 million. PulseChain will go to 1,872x. PulseX will go the same thing, and everything will go to 1,000x in price. And even if everybody sell, like everybody was selling, of course everybody is not going to sell. Of course, when market is popping, who is going to sell? Some people are going to wait for 200 million more to come. So everybody will not sell at the same time. But if we see 80% sell pressure, we can see a 1,000x. Just $100 million. Think about it. So I want you to still understand that Richard Hart still have roughly $600 million capital. All right? That matters a lot. Because historically, if you understand Richard Hart, if you go back to history, he always injects liquidity in his project. He did it on HEX. Just $25 million HEX gets during the sacrifice phase. Use it and pump it to 10,000x. Now he have PulseChain, PulseX, and HEX, and he have $650 million plus $16 million that we gave him few weeks ago. Combine all this money together and just imagine if Ethereum goes to $7,000. That is about $1.3 billion. Think about what he will do with this money on this ecosystem. Everybody will become rich. I want you to understand one thing. I know that you have waited 4 years, 6 years, even 10 years. But at the end of the day, I want to guarantee you that one single pump, if PulseChain do a 1,000S, it will cancel all those years of you waiting. It will retire your entire generation. You don't need to work again till you die. So you have to understand this concept and know that your waiting worth it. So imagine, are you going to sell PulseChain or sell HEX or sell Ethereum or sell what are you going to sell to buy now? What is your retirement plan? So even if you wait for the next 4 or 5 years, even if we don't see it this year, even if we don't see it again, I want you to understand that the waiting is going to worth it at the end of the day. So we know, if we go back to history, we know that Richard Hart always pump his coin. That's why he always owned 90% of his coin. He owned 90% of HEX, 90% of PulseChain, 90% of PulseX, now 75% of PulseX. We know his game, and you know all this. Why are you still complaining? Why are you falling your back? For God's sake, I know it's not easy seeing other crypto projects pumping and you are not pumping. But let's be realistic. Tell me any crypto that have made anybody millionaire. No, but nothing. No crypto. Everything is down for the past 4 years. We haven't seen, after the 2021 bull run, crypto change. And I told you, crypto is going to become more difficult. That is why I don't want any of my followers to miss this opportunity. So, Richard Hart understand timing and better than better than anybody in crypto. Yes, you can call him anything that he bought. He tell him at $3,700. Didn't you buy PulseChain above this price? Why don't you wait and buy PulseChain at 1.6? That is market. Market doesn't wait for anybody. Market is, nobody is perfect. So if you think Richard Hart buy, you tell him at $3,700, he's dump. Why didn't you wait and know that PulseChain is going to fall down to this low and you buy, and you are buying at 3.5? You bought it when it launched. You have been buying since. That is why I say market, nobody is perfect in market. Even me that is talking. Nobody is perfect in the market. So Richard Hart understands this very well more than everybody, and he knows this. All right. So whether you like him or not, he still have $600 and something million, and I have shown you what $100 million can do. Now let's go crazy. Let's say that okay, Richard Hart want to prove himself. He's not a scammer, which he's not a scammer, of course. But I'm just saying that even if he's a scammer, he put $100 million here. Look at what will be. Everybody will be a millionaire. And the funny thing is that Hex did 10,000 X, right? Yes. He didn't put up to $50 million to Hex, and Hex did 10,000 X. Now let's say that Richard Hart is not a scammer, and the Ethereum goes to let's say Ethereum goes to how much? Ethereum goes to $6,000, all right? And he puts, let's say he puts $600 million, and now listen, if Richard Hart gets $1.6 billion, if Ethereum goes to $6,000 and he gets $1.2 billion, and he will keep $600 million for the next cycle, because cycle continues, endless market. So that if Ethereum dip again, he will use it and buy Ethereum, and if Ethereum pump again, he will use the money and pump PulseChain. Cycle continues, endless money. Now, if Richard Hart puts $600 million here, oh my goodness, $600 million on PulseChain will go to $1. $600 million on PulseChain will go to $1. Hence we go to $170. Oh my goodness. Intensive token will go to $4,000. PulseX will go to $1. $600 million by pleasure. So you have to understand that this dude still have this money. So I cannot say how much Sui Foundation have now. So, but think about $600 million coming into $1 million liquidity, coming into $3.something million liquidity. Do you understand? Do you understand this concept? I don't know if you're understanding this. You are going to be a millionaire, for God's sake. All right. So now same pattern and same move. All right. If you look at the history, Hex was called a scam before it pumped. Now everybody's calling, oh, Richard Hart is a scammer. He's a scammer. Go to Twitter, go to X. Everybody is now mentioning Richard Hart is a scammer. Some people create Richard Hart lose as a Facebook as a S account, which they are telling him every day. The same pattern, the same move, everything. So this is how many people, how almost everybody in crypto miss Hex. During the Hex phase, everything was pumping and everybody was calling Richard Hart is a scammer. He launched this coin. Before you know, I miss out on this. This is why I miss out on Hex. I saw Hex when Hex was 001 before it went to 10,000 S. I didn't buy because I was listening to these influencers. That's why I said, mind who you listen to. Mind who you listen to. So they called Hex a scam before Hex went to 10,000 S. Now, PulseChain was being mocked. PulseX is being ignored. No attention has shifted. Everything. So this happened every time, almost every time. Disbelief first. People will disbelieve, argue, and say, "Oh, this thing cannot do any 1,000 S. Where will the money come from?" Blah 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 blah. Then people become bored of it. People become tired. This is portion that we all bought at almost 3 zeros and 2. We are happy to buy it then. Now it is now 4 zeros and 1. We are no more excited to buy it. Now disbelieve how it's going to turn to FOMO. All right. So mark my word. This disbelief is going to turn to FOMO later. Just it will be maybe a month, maybe weeks, maybe I don't know. But people are going to FOMO on portion. All right. So we are currently in disbelief and abandonment phase where everybody seems to be portion is being abandoned and everybody's in disbelief. Even people think that going to sacrifice phase is now nearly impossible. People think, oh, we are going to die from here. How can you die from here when literally is still sitting at $500 and something million? I want you to understand what is $500 and something million. It's not $10 million or $1 million. Think about that money. First, you count 1 million, 10 million, 20 million, 30 million, 100 million, 200 million, 300 million, 400 million, 500 million, 650 million in cash, liquid, USDT. And that money can turn to $1.2 billion tomorrow, if Ethereum goes to $6,000. And we all know that Ethereum will never remain at 3,400. We all know that Bitcoin will never remain at 100,000. Bitcoin will somehow go to 200,000. So think about how much we are going to make. All right. So we are currently in a disbelief phase, and I don't want you to give up at this moment. This is where the most tests come. This is where your patience will come. This is where if you survive this phase, I guarantee you are going to make it. I have survived it before. Yes. That's why I'm making this video. That's why I created this channel, to help other people. All right. So why you are looking at HEX, portion, and PulseX and everything mispriced together, you look at portion is low, PulseX is low, HEX is low. Why? The assets are connected by ecosystem, by liquidity. So, and the same community and the same narrative. So some people are saying, why portion is not pumping? When portion cannot pump when HEX is not pumping. HEX cannot pump when portion is. So they have the same liquidity. All right? They have the same community. They share the same narrative. So you have to understand that. So when one move and the capital rotates into others, that is how it works. So that's how it works. So some people are saying, oh, look at the price of HEX. Because portion is down. HEX is down. That is why you should not be looking at the prices. They are the same liquid. They are tied. The liquidity are tied together. And people don't know this. All right? Now, let me give you this. Let me be honest with you. I'm not a financial advice. I'm not advising you to buy portion, hold portion, but I'm telling you with my years of experience in crypto, I'm just analyzing you things that you should know. So if you are holding portion and HEX and PulseX, you should know this. I'm being honest with you. The risk versus reward on portion, let me say, the reward outweighs the risk. We are down 90%. We are not going to be down another 90% again. All right? But we can be up 90% again. Do you see? The risk have outweighed the reward. The reward have outweighed the risk. Because we are already currently down at 90%. And we cannot be basically go down another 90% from here. Everything is possible. We can, but the chances of it happening is very thin. But the chances of us going up, 90% up, is high. So portion have the higher upside potential than the downside potential. People ignore this. All right? So there's no safe investment anywhere. Everything is volatile. Even you keep your money in fiat, if you are from Nigeria just like me, if you keep your money in Nigeria for the past 4 or 5 years, you have lost 3x on your money in your value. So if you keep $1,000 in Nigeria 4 to 6 years ago, your money is now worth $300 if you are changing it to dollars. That is how. So there's no safe investment anywhere. But you have to be where you can be. You can change your life forever. So nothing is guaranteed. I'm not telling you we are going to pump like this, but I'm giving you fact and figures. Do with it with whatever you want to do with it. But I'm just telling you that what you should know. But at this current level, downside is more. Downside is not is I will say is I will not say is impossible. Anything can happen, but upside potential is higher. Is higher side. You can never lose money putting money buying PulseChain now. You can never lose money buying Hex and PulseX now. Never. So the risk have outweighed the reward have outweighed the risk. So that is different now. So people don't know this. It's only the smart whales are buy and the one wallet have been accumulating PulseChain and PulseX for the past 3 days. All right. So for those of you who are panic selling now because the price is low, yes, whenever the price is low, people always sell. And the people who always sell are the dumb people. They never make money. That's why you have never make money. Stay locked in. Just keep your coin somewhere and just go and do with your life what you are doing. All right. So the final thought on PulseChain before I land up on this video. Most people want confirmation. Most people want to, they want to get rich now. But opportunity always require conviction. Yeah, you have to have conviction. You have to persist. You don't have to give up so easily. But people always want, oh, I want 1000S now. I want 1000S. If you get 1000S now, you will lose 1000S. So that's why you require conviction, you require discipline in order to achieve this goal. All right? So if you're only buying when everybody agree with you, you always buy late. So if you're buying when everybody say, oh, PulseChain is going to moon, ooh, you always buy the top. You buy when the sentiment is low. You buy when everybody say, oh, this is over. That's when you buy. Remember, like my favorite investor, I forget the name, Mbappe or what did they call it? I forget his name. He said, always buy when the blood is in the street. Anything you buy at red, you can never lose money. But when you are buying at the green candle, you will always lose money. I have never bought anything in green candle. Anytime I'm buying PulseChain, I will always buy when the sentiment is low, and that is how I'll be making profit. So that's why I'm giving you this hope. I'm giving you this opportunity. Most people are looking out. They are not talking about this opportunity. But I'm here sharing it and talking about it. I don't care what anybody is going to say. But I'm telling you that this opportunity is real. Make use of it. All right? PulseChain, PulseX are not popular, but they are going to change life. All right? They are going to change life if you stay put. If you don't wanna gamble, hold your coin. Everything is going to change. All right? Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.